Bill Gates does indeed want to track you and your vaccines. Here's how. First of all, it's not a microchip. It's a theoretical technology where someone's vaccine records can be stored in special ink administered at the same time as an injection. Basically like an invisible tattoo. It wouldn't track anyone or get any personal information. It's so people can get better at documenting vaccine administration, particularly in some third world countries where inadequate public healthcare infrastructure means vaccine record keeping isn't the best. Sometimes children can miss out on potentially life-saving vaccines or receive unnecessary duplicate doses because of poor documentation. This is a type of quantum dot technology. These dissolvable microneedles will deliver the vaccine and an invisible tattoo, which can then be read like a barcode by your smartphone. If microchips were in our vaccines, you'd be implying that every healthcare worker on the planet was conspiring in this trickery.
Wait a minute. What's going on? You haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet? Nah, that's not okay. Let's go and fix this right now. Go on. What are you waiting for? Don't worry, I'll wait for you. Thank you.
Be famous, then you're gonna do a lot to get there, like sign your name in blood in a contract with the devil.
That's how I got introduced to the music industry. I swear I wanted to be like the Amy Grant of music. Yeah. But it didn't work out, and so I sold my soul to the devil. Well, needless to say, sold my soul. I swear to Lucifer.
I sold my soul to the devil.
Why is your hand over your eye?
Because I'm a devil worshiper. What are you talking about?
Roman is a crazy boy who lives in me. And he says the things that I don't want to say. He threatens to beat people and he's violent.
What was your bargain to get where I am now? Should I ask who you made the bargain with? With the chief commander, and in this earth, and then in a world we can't see.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't.
I enjoy working on very small craft.
How small is small?
Small as an egg, and there's some as big as a,
Small as an egg?
Yeah.
A craft?
Yeah. Well, they have the ability also, when they're not in the 3D, if they're transdimensional, to change shape. And they are conscious. One of my first experiences in one of these craft, where the craft kind of molds to your body when you walk inside. But there's no buttons, there's no chairs. And these are some of the craft you're going to be seeing when the polar ice caps melt in Antarctica. They're under there and they're starting to be exposed.
I'm pretty sure everyone knows who these guys are. Dora the Explorer. My childhood is ruined, and I'm about to ruin your childhood as well.
They'll tell you, well, all right, if you don't take this vaccine, you can't work here. Well, hell, that's all you had when they brought us here to work. But you got nothing for it. So now you got a little job. But you're gonna have to learn to walk away from something that's killing you and do something for yourself. We can do things to feed and clothe and shelter ourselves. Don't let them make you afraid. Well, if you don't show that you're vaccinated, you can't come to school. What a blessing. What a blessing. Tell the cracker, I ain't coming to your school. When you tell me I can't go to your school, I open up a school of my own. You got the knowledge. You have the wisdom. You can teach your people. Like the sister said earlier, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said you can have a university under a tree if you teaching the knowledge of the universe. Come on, brothers.
A lot of people have the misconception that the government is going to force us to take the vaccine. The government is not going to force us to take this vaccine. You know who's really going to force us to take this though? Every single corporation and public institution is going to force us to take this. If you want to go to school, you have to have your vaccination certificate. If you want to go to your job, you have to have your vaccination certificate. If you want to go to your local grocery store to get some groceries, you have to have your vaccination certificate. If you want to go to any store, you have to have your vaccination certificate. If you want to fly in an airplane, gotta have the certificate. So basically, if you really want to do anything that we would have normally done 2 years ago, you have to have that little vaccine card. Now, what is this going to do? This is how the government is going to mentally force us to take the vaccine. As they may not physically send the National Guard to everyone's house to make sure they have this card, they're going to mentally force us to take it. Basically saying, if you want to live a normal life and do anything, you better have that card. They whipped this vaccine up under 1 year. Let that sink in. Man, I already know people in the hood about to be selling these on the low.
Part number 15 of things that the government does not want you to know. I guess it's safe to say that 2020 has been destroyed by the coronavirus. This tiny substance is responsible for thousands of deaths around the world? Or is it? If you have been living under a rock your whole life and you don't know anything about the Illuminati, I'm here to give you a little bit of their history. On May 1st, 1776, Ignatius Loyola founded the Illuminati. Now, is this a coincidence that this is only a few months before the United States of America was founded? Now, the Jesuits are founded by the same exact person, and they are supposed to be a Society of Jesus of the Roman Catholics. The Jesuits and Society of Jesus and the Roman Catholics are not who you think they are. Within this society, there are 3 oaths of death. One of them is the Brotherhood of Death, aka the Skull and Crossbones. Like for part 2, I ran out of time.
Not only have we been eating human meat, but we have also been eating shit. Most of the seafood that we receive here in America comes from China or Asia. And when we receive like such big batches of fish, of course they're not going straight in the store because there's so much of them. So they go to farms. And a lot of these packages, the fish packages that you buy in the store will say farm raised. Now when they go to these farms, they're supposed to be getting taken care of. They're supposed to be feeding these fish healthy meals. Soybean meals. But when there is no feed provided for these fishes to eat, do you want to know what they put in place of that? Fucking pig shit. Hog manure. Poultry. Now, before these fishes are shipped off and packaged and to go into the store, they have to shoot these fish up with antibiotics because now they have bacterial contamination. At this point, it's not even a fish anymore. You can literally look this up. Some of the professionals will say it's much worse than eating a rat. This is disgusting.
So I'm sure some of y'all remember this happening. Lil Wayne and Birdman. Since nobody wants to believe me that these celebrities be on some evil ritualistic stuff, let me show y'all.
I'ma do you like baby them did me. Yeah. I'll never forget that day. Yeah, no, they was all in the kitchen. I was scared. It was cool. There was about this many and shit too in that bit. I'll never forget the word. Suck Lil Wayne, let
There's the proof right there in the pudding. Here's more proof if you need it. These celebrities have to do these evil ritualistic acts to move up in their fame/clout. There's a homosexual act, a humiliation act, and a sacrificial act. Or you either tell on yourself and what you did in the song in order to blow up. Hey man, here's the proof in the pudding right here.
Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Bye.